Welcome back to English with AK. Today we're going to talk about something really interesting. And as you know, adverbs of frequency. What's an adverbs of frequency? And how do we use them in a sentence? Because we want to use them, right? Adverbs of frequency. Let's find out. To start with, what's an adverb? In the English language, we have a word ad and we also have a word verb. This can help you remember this word. Add is to put something to another thing, like maybe more information or description. And verbs, you know what they are, action words. So when we talk about adverbs, we're talking about these words that we use to add more information. First to verbs and also to adjectives and other adverbs too, and also phrases. I'm going to give you some example with that. For example, to verbs. He walks. Yeah, quite understandable. He walks. How? Slowly. And that's the adverb there, giving us more information about how he walks. And now with an adjective. She is tall. Yeah, she's tall. Yeah, tall. We can understand that, can't we? But if I say, she is very tall, it changes, right? Exactly. Now, with an adverb. Do you remember the first example? I said, he walks slowly. Yeah, we now know, okay, he walks and it's slowly. But let's see how that can change. He walks very slowly. More information. Not just slowly, but very slowly. You can understand what I am talking about. Okay. And now we move on to the next word because we said adverbs of frequency. What's frequency? In the English language, we have the adjective which is frequent. When we say that something is frequent, it means that it happens very often, like more than once, okay? Now, let's see the adverbs of frequency from top to bottom. The first one is always, and then we have often, and then we have usually. We also use normally, they have the same meaning. And then we have sometimes, and then we have hardly ever, or sometimes you can say seldom, or we also have rarely, and we have never, finally, never. Now that we know what that is, adverbs of frequency, let's now see how can we use them? Where can we put them in a sentence? Wow, that can be confusing, yeah. Yeah. I know sometimes, but I'm going to make it very simple, alright? For the sake of this lesson. The first use, adverbs of frequency go before the main verb except be. They go after be. Don't forget the forms of be. Am, are, and is, right? Be. An example of this. I usually wake up early. I usually wake up before the main verb, which is wake up. And now with be. I am usually hungry. I am a form of the verb be. We remember its forms, don't we? Am, are, is, those are its forms. And it goes after the form of be. I am usually hungry. The second one, we use positive verbs with never and hardly ever because they have this negative meaning. So we use positive verbs with them and the negative meaning stays. We all know positive plus negative equals negative. And that's it. So we say things like, he never drinks, and I hardly ever sleep. And not, he doesn't never drink vodka. I don't hardly ever sleep. We don't say that. Okay. The third use. In negative sentences, the adverbs of frequency, they go between don't, doesn't, and the main verb. For example, I don't usually wake up early. I don't usually play football. Oh, that's a lie. I love football. He doesn't always say thank you. Alright, so that is it. You can look at these three uses again. First, adverbs of frequency, they go before the main verb except be. Second, remember, we don't use never and hardly ever in negative sentences. It has to be positive. Alright? And the third one, adverbs of frequency go between don't and doesn't and the main verb. So they are somewhere there. So that's it. Now your homework. Tell me, what do you usually do at the weekends? Write in the comment section below and I'm going to look at it. Until then, see you later.